Hey, folks, welcome to Affiliate Nerd Out. I am your nerderator, Dustin Howe. Spread that good word about affiliate marketing. With me today, my guest, Lee-Ann Johnstone, coming to you from Affyverse and other known Elevate Summit. This is a great intro that I'm starting out here. Thanks for joining me, Lee-Ann. I really appreciate you being here. We've had some great times nerding out over the years. And so glad to have you on here. Welcome to the
Thank you.
Nerdatorium.
Thank you so much. I love being an affiliate nerd, and I cannot believe that I finally made it onto the guest list. I'm so happy to be here tonight with you.
Well, it was just a matter of time. We've been booking hard and strong lately, and I'm just glad we found a spot in your schedule that works. It's got to be pretty late for you. I know you're across the pond.
Yeah, it's 9 p.m. at night, but thankfully it's summertime, and I'm a night owl, so this is actually the perfect time to be getting me to nerd out because I'm awake. I've had my 20 cups of coffee, and I'm ready to go. So
You're up to
I'm
20.
very happy to be here.
Your coffee's legal now. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
I do drink decaf as well.
Legal
So.
adults. Oh, that's good news. If you're here and watching us, we do have live Q&A going on. So
Yes.
please drop your questions, drop your heckles in the comment section, and then we're going to do our best to answer everything. We've got live chat going on. I will put you up. Hello, Sherbin.
Hey.
What's going on? Hi to you. Thanks for joining us. All right, let's talk about you, Lee-Ann. Tell me, who are you?
Who am I? Well, okay, so probably also another big affiliate nerd, which is why I've got the invite onto this wonderful live stream, which we're doing today. So I've been in the industry for almost 2 decades. Started out when I was obviously very young, and was there at the beginning when before Google, before Facebook, before any of those big giants that we now kind of work with and around and in between, and have literally had the most amazing career in affiliate marketing. So kind of fell into it by accident, like everybody else did or has or is
Yeah.
still, just it kind of ticked all my boxes. It was like analysis, it was innovation, it was creativity, it was relationship building, it was working with people, and it was really kind of at the forefront of digital as we know today. So 20 years later, here I am, having bumped around network agency, publisher, brand side, and having seen it all, done it all. I started Affyverse, which is the company that you see. I don't know if you're going to put it in the kind of the links or whatever.
Absolutely.
But
we'll drop it in the
basically
chat.
what we do is we help other people do affiliate marketing better. So we're an affiliate marketing performance marketing agency. We help people manage their affiliate programs. We talk about affiliate marketing. We podcast about affiliate marketing, and really we're just kind of telling the world the story of affiliate marketing and making sure that those insights and learnings and things that we're still learning on the job get shared out to everybody else, because this is an industry that you learn on the job. It's like what we did 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago is no longer the same as what the strategies are that we have to do today in order to succeed. And I think that's possibly also why I enjoyed this industry for so long, is because you never do stop learning. So if you've got a hunger and a thirst for knowledge, like this is the place to be. And I think people like you and I, who've been around the block, quite a few times, we kind of feel like it's our place to sort of share those stories and share those insights and help people get up to speed on the context of why we do things the way that we do them today. So that's me in a nutshell. That's what I do. And I hope that that's interesting for the people joining us tonight.
That is some great insight. Getting that experience on both sides of the equation, whether it be agency, merchant, or publisher, always super beneficial to put yourself in the shoes of the affiliates that you're working with, no matter which side you go. And you can always keep trying to live that pipe dream as an affiliate that quits working eventually. Maybe one day. That's the goal. Interesting. You said you didn't grow up Trying to be in affiliate marketing when you were first on the Googles, and
Yeah,
my
I think
dream was to be a baseball player, and then I accidentally fell into affiliate
into affiliate
marketing.
marketing.
It didn't work. But what was your dream growing up? What were you gonna be?
To be honest, I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to be a fancy
Oh,
person that went into an office and carried a briefcase. And I guess I still sort of, well, I kind of did that a little bit before I started Eververse because I worked in a, quite a big company in this, Canary Wharf in London, had to travel in and go up to the 22nd floor every day. And just very quickly realized after about 8 years that just wasn't going to be me. So, cashed in the briefcase and the stilettos, and here I am sitting in my flip flops talking to you. So
that's so
I love
funny.
it.
Yeah, my degrees are in psychology, and then one day when I was getting close enough to graduate, I was like, I don't think I really want to help people in this essence. Like, all this education has gone to waste. But you know what? I turned that into being better at drawing up emails. I think, like, just because I had to write so much in college, right?
But also, I think the psychology probably helps you a little bit in building the relationships. And that's one of the things that's really cool about affiliate
Sure.
marketing is that it pulls on so many different aspects from sales, marketing, even psychology, the psychology of sales, people, we have to, it's quite a complex role. And I think we don't talk about that enough.
Very
Um,
true. Pretty underrated, in my opinion. Like, as far
yeah,
as the marketing team goes, affiliate managers kind of get an isolated role because not a lot of people on that marketing team really know what they do necessarily. Whereas affiliate managers kind of know what SEO is, what SEM is.
yeah.
Um, a lot of people just kind of hide behind, like, well, I don't know what affiliate is, whatever. Um,
And yet,
Natasha, thanks for stopping by. Yes.
yeah.
She says, yes, the industry is constant changing. Great point um, made by Lee-Ann on her welcome sequence here. Tell me, Lee-Ann, you have a LinkedIn profile and you're easy to find. You can go into the chat and check out Affyverse. We're going to drop Lee-Ann's LinkedIn profile. You can actually see it because you're watching this episode now. So um, I want to jump into, our favorite topics of all is always going to be affiliate management and best practices. This is what we
Mm,
preach on our website. This is what we do when we're teaching our course. You teach your own course, which is very hands-on and hands-holding. So you're the perfect person to nerd out about this. Like, uh, one of my favorite topics when they get a hold of a program is
yeah.
finding who the first partners are to partner with. And
Yeah.
what's your go-to solution here?
Well, I think it starts with the strategy first because I think a lot of people they want to go to the end before they start at the beginning.
Sure.
And when you are not clear on what you are selling and who you need to target, that's when your recruitment strategy gets a little bit messy. So
Mm-hmm.
often I'll talk to, clients where they go, "Oh, but we work with all the top, SEO affiliates." And I go, "Yeah, but is that actually where your clients are hanging out? Or
Huh.
do you need to be talking to, mobile operators with in-app advertising or influencers over here who can, be brand ambassadors for your brand?" So for me, it's about starting like reverse engineering. Who am I looking for and who am I trying to target? And then figuring out what kinds of partners do I need to work with? And only then building your recruitment strategy and going out to the partners that you think are relevant to that audience. The other
Very,
thing
very relevant.
the other thing for
Go ahead.
me is also making sure that you have the right segmented mix because you cannot only be working with SEO affiliates, you
Mm-hmm.
cannot only be working with cashback and voucher code affiliates. And I see you laughing, but you need to have a life cycle stage of how your program matures as well. So you are going to work with the big performance partners at the beginning because obviously you're going to be driving traffic, but then over time you're going to want to segment and change those mixes depending on what your KPIs and your outcomes are. So for me, it's about being really strategic. Like, why are you running this program? What is it that you want these partners to do for
Mm-hmm.
you? Because if you're not clear on it, how do you expect your partners to be clear on it?
Very true. So many things to go through there. Like, I love when I first get a hold of a a new client that I'm working with and a new challenge, I like creating the partner personas first off.
Mm.
Like, hey, what are the top three, top five potential partners that we're going to be working with that are generic like avatars, right?
Yeah.
And then I make a list of each one of those, the websites that they own, uh, the media outlets that they're utilizing, and almost always in that list of top three, everybody wants content sites, right? But they're not going to be moving the needle early on when you have a client that is always wants results in the first 2 months. No matter
Yeah.
how you prepare the clients, uh, they will never understand. Like 2 months in, we're not seeing all the sales in the world. They don't get it. Uh,
I think that's actually a really important topic that you've raised, Dustin, because often this is something, especially from an agency perspective, that we need to mitigate with clients and kind of lead them down the journey of here's how a program launches and this is
mhm.
how long it takes to bed in. If you think about, and I like to bake. Okay, so here it's British summer, we're going to be having the Bake Off, the British Bake Off. I don't know if you get it over there in the US, but it's like massive TV that we watch here.
Okay.
Everybody's got the same ingredients and they all have the same recipe, the same set of instructions, yet every single one of them comes out with a different cake. Okay.
Huh.
And it's the same thing when you're talking to clients. It's like, well, my competitor's doing lots of sales. Why am I not doing lots of sales? Well, because you haven't found the right mix yet. So what you do in your back end after your customer converts and how you treat your customer and what your checkout process is and all of these little things all mitigate what the end result is, like a recipe. So all the ingredients are more or less the same, but the recipe is different. And I think that's the most important thing, is that affiliates is not paid media. It's not something that you turn on and sales come rushing in like a paid Facebook campaign.
Right.
It's really a long-term strategy that is meant to support and augment all of the direct like ad campaigns and things that you're doing. So
For sure.
PPC, paid media, the long-term SEO. Now, if you think about SEO, you know that SEO takes a long time, and affiliate sits next to that. Sometimes you can get partners who can do sales immediately because that's what they do. They do direct advertising and they're resellers or whatever the case may be. Another reason why your segmentation needs to be good in your program. And sometimes it's the longer churn guys that are going to take 6 to 12 months to actually start understanding your product and start actually, finding those right niche customers and bringing them to you. So timing and launching and scaling and growing are three very different strategies that need to happen in a program.
Absolutely, and that's essentially why we lock in clients for
Mm.
6 to 12 months at a time instead of doing this month to month thing, because
Doesn't
um,
work.
most clients just don't understand, like, this is going to take a 3 month process, which we actually see this actually get rolling. So looks like we got some
Loads of
chatter in
questions.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the session question.
Thank
Anonymous
you.
affiliate marketer whose goal is to make $200 to $300 predictably and consistently with paid ads. What CPA offer niche is most profitable to convert better? Really tough question to answer from the affiliate standpoint. It just depends on what kind of vertical you have for existing traffic right now.
Mm.
I would say, like, the most important is doing what you're good at and sticking with that vertical, and then branching off slowly into new verticals. But as far as like a predictability, whatever is the hottest topic right now for me, ERC is absolutely burning hot over here in the United States. I know it doesn't affect you, Lee-Ann, but uh, I don't know if you have anything comparable, but ERC um, is a super hot topic where the government's paying away tax credits to companies, and it's not like the affiliates aren't even selling anything; they're just
Yeah.
bringing in leads, and it's really profitable, really hot. Sherman, if you message me, I can get you more information on one of the companies I'm working with. What about you, Lee-Ann? What do you have for this?
I mean, for me, affiliate, if you're on the affiliate side, it's kind of like being a writer. Like, do what you know. Write about what you know. Don't go and try and affiliate in an industry where you don't understand the topic, you don't understand the customers, and you don't understand the pain points, because you're just not going to be able to meet any of the objectives of customers that are looking for certain things. So stick to what you know. If I was going to become an affiliate, I'd be an affiliate about shoes, because shoes is what I know. I've got hundreds of pairs of shoes. So that's kind of what I would be looking to do. And I try and find a niche or a problem or a pain point that I can help a customer solve, because that's when you start building engagement, is when you actually have the answers to the problems that customers are looking for. So
Super
that's
good
what I would
point
do.
there. Like, do what you're passionate about first, and get good at that, and then you can branch into whatever niche verticals you want to get into after you get good at that. But you're never going to generate real, true, great content for something that you just don't believe in. Like, it's just not going to happen. So don't try to jam it in there. And Natasha's in here as well. What do you think
Hey.
about top of the funnel publishers, especially advertisers who don't have that brand presence? I'll let you jump in first.
Yeah, absolutely. You need to be working with them. Again, how we spoke about segmenting your program. You should be working with publishers at every stage of the funnel, because publishers don't only do acquisition now, they actually help you with retention and loyalty as well. So really start to think about, where is your customer? Where do you need to find that customer at whatever stage of the journey they're in? Because actually it's no longer, 6 touch points before they convert. It's now something like 28 across multiple different channels. So that is why you need to be segmenting your program and working with multiple different publishers, and not being selective about only working with this publisher because it doesn't impact over here. If you've got your attribution set up properly and your tracking set up properly, then, that's a whole other conversation. So I think, yes, make sure that you're working with as many publishers that are relevant to you as possible.
I would say top of the funnel partners, bring them all in. I mean, they should be coming in, and hopefully they get some kind of payments out as well, because they're going to get picked off if you have too many coupon and loyalty sites in your program, extensions as well. Like, those commissions will get picked off,
Yes.
and those top of funnels will stop working with you or stop working so hard for you if you have too many of them picking you off their commission. So be careful with it, but bring all top of funnel publishers in, like, all day, every day. Great question, Natasha. Thank you. And that brings us into another best practice that I know you're super passionate about, and I am as well, and that's a partner sign up page. Like, the process of getting the partner into the program starts with the sign up page, and it sets the tone. And what do you like to see for partner sign up pages here?
So some brands don't even have a partner sign up page. So
Mm.
if you're an affiliate and you're looking to, let's just use shoes as an example because it's
All
my
right.
passion. You're looking for the best shoe supplier for people with, size 10 feet or whatever. You're going to start looking at all of the different brands that cater for those sizes. And then you're going to go to their website and you're going to say, hey, where's their affiliate program? Do they have an affiliate program? Many clients still don't have a link at the bottom of their footer of their page that says join our affiliate program. So you have to search on a network, go to a directory, find something. And by then you're kind of bored and, you're moving on to the next thing. So
Yep.
please make sure that you do have a shop front for your affiliate program. Like, how are you marketing your affiliate program? It doesn't just magically populate with affiliates with fairy dust. Like, you
Nope.
need to be
Never has.
actively marketing it, and you need to start with your front page, with your home page. So if you think about walking around a shopping mall or a strip mall or whatever, what makes you actually go into a shop? It's whatever they've got in the window, whatever their signage says, or maybe it's a smell, or somebody's outside waiting to greet you and welcome you in, or somebody's offering you a free sample of something. Take that example and plug it into your affiliate program, and make that front page of your affiliate program really tell the affiliate who you are, what you stand for, and what they're going to gain and benefit from in working with you. If you can honestly look at your web page and your front end, affiliate registration page, whatever it is that you've got, or however it's integrated, and you can honestly say, yes, that makes me want to buy, that makes me want to register, that makes me want to give you my details, then you're already in the top 10% of active performing programs, in my opinion. But many people that I speak to, in fact, almost 7 out of 10 people that I speak to, if I had to average it out for the last year, that is woefully lacking. And it's the first step in the process to actually attract partners to you.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then the partners that are out there that have some content around a specific keyword, they're going to go look for the merchants that they should be promoting in this sense. And then if they go to your landing page to sign up for your program, and it doesn't look like you know what you're doing, or it doesn't look like the website's going to convert, good affiliates can eyeball this very quickly,
Like
and
within
they will
seconds.
move on. They will move
Yeah.
on, and you will lose that opportunity. So this sign up page has to be tightened up. Footer, like you mentioned, is an absolute must if you're going to have an open and welcoming affiliate program, and you want affiliates to like come to your site. Um, Absolutely necessary. Great point, Sarah.
The other thing is, I wouldn't, if you're running your program in house, obviously you want to make, it as easy as possible for affiliates to join you and understand that you're offering a program. But if you're running on a network, you still want to. You can't rely on the network to actually market and promote your affiliate program. Yes, it's part of their services, but the onus sits with you as the brand. Like, what are you doing to actually get partners into your program? So I think it's very important that that first step is like objectively looked at and really, really optimized.
Beautiful. All right, moving on. Let's keep this affiliate management flow going. I love
Mm.
nerding out with you on these kinds of topics. So, one big thing is dealing with fraud. I always say an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Yes,
Cure.
I think
Yeah, yeah.
that's the saying, right? And it's so true. When you start small with an affiliate program and you start to scale, you will eventually find fraud coming in your way, and then you have to combat it. But if you set that program up properly in the early part, it's going to make your life so much better in the end. So, I think it's inevitable. Partners are going to sneak into this program or do things nefarious that are against the terms and conditions, and you want to keep a fair playing field for all the affiliates out there. So, what are some of these steps that you're doing to combat fraud?
Well, I think it depends on where you are in your life cycle, okay? Because up to a certain point, you can kind of mitigate fraud happening.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think before you jump to the conclusion that this partner has done X, Y, or Z, have a conversation, because it could have happened that the partner doesn't even know that these sales are fraud. So it depends on the situation. It depends on what is the fraud, because there are, like you and I have probably seen quite a lot in our day.
For sure.
There's like straight up fraud where somebody's trying to defraud you and making fraudulent sales or cookie stuffing or doing other things that they shouldn't be doing that are illegal and against your terms and conditions. But there's one way to handle that kind of fraud, and that is to refer back to your terms and conditions, because they
Mm-hmm.
set the precedent for how you work with your partners. But then there's other kinds of fraud that could be happening that even the affiliate isn't realizing is happening. And you need to then report back to that partner and say, hey, we're noticing all of these different types of sales. We're seeing some chargebacks, whatever it is. Can you have a look at the sources of traffic that you're giving to us,
Mm-hmm.
and weed out where you think it might be coming from? Because obviously we don't want to have to reverse all of your sales at the end of the month, or stop the campaign, or whatever it is that you're going to do to mitigate the situation that it is. So I think it's very important to clarify with your teams, that you train your teams to understand what is fraud first, then to have systems and processes and contingency plans in place to deal with those situations if and when they do happen. But I think prevention is better than cure. Having proper onboarding processes, having a proper, KYC check for your partners, and actually calling them to say, hey, are you Adam Smith, and do you actually own this website, and are you going to be, or this LinkedIn profile, or whatever it is that you're going to be doing, how are you actually going to be promoting us? And I did
Mm-hmm.
a little webinar a little while back about onboarding processes, and there's so many things and tools and nice things that you can do to actually make that onboarding process thorough for you, so that you can make sure that you are working with the partners that you want to be working with and that are invested in building your business, and B, make it easy for the partner to actually onboard and give you all of that information. So it doesn't have to be a blocker. If you want to become a little bit more compliant in your processes, you just need to think about how do you actually implement them.
Yes, for sure. And you brought up some great points about samples of fraud there
Mm.
that I want to talk about. Like, not everything is the same kind of crime, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned, getting with your affiliate partners and saying, hey, these are the leads that you're driving to us. There's just of low quality. Where are you getting these? Let's work together. That is one of those, like, just ask a polite question and have a conversation, right? And then you have some other on the other end of the spectrum is false sales that are coming in, and you can sniff it out. That's not a slap on the hand or a polite question. That's a kick them out and reverse their commissions kind of punishment. So there's everything in between as well, depending on the.
And the thing is, utilize all of your sources. There are loads of networks, groups on Facebook where affiliate managers are actually tackling fraud. Talk to your network if you've got if you're working across a network platform, because they've got publisher teams that can help you identify if something is risky or not. They can look at the data, they can look at timestamps, they can look at some of the things that you maybe don't get in the dashboard, and talk to the partner if you actually have a relationship with this partner. Which, if they're all of a sudden sending you big sales, you should be calling them and asking them, why is this happening and what are you doing? If you have all of those things ticked off, which are like best practices, it really does reduce the risk significantly.
For sure, absolutely. And these best practices and the concept of using your best judgment are things we preach in our course and how we train affiliate managers. If you want to go check out my course, go to performancemarketingmanager.com and become part of our community there. Check it out and see if it's for you. And moving on from fraud, I think we've beat that enough. Let's talk about automation that you do in your program, right? The good and the bad. There's good things that you can do, like drip campaigns for the welcome sequence, right?
Yeah.
Great automation usage of your time. But the bad could be recruitment emails that aren't necessarily catered enough to get their attention, right? What do you like to do what are your best practices here?
So, I mean, pretty much as you said, and every company is different. I actually have experienced a really good drip feed email campaign with a company called Cake Mail that I signed up to just to have a look. So I'm not affiliated with them. I don't manage them, but it was a really good sequence of content that was just enough to keep me interested in finding out more about the program.
Great.
But I haven't got active because I'm not an affiliate. But the content was short, to the point. It was timed well. It reminded me that they were just there and they were helping me if I needed anything. And it was like really, really clear. Whereas I think sometimes we overthink it. We do too much, and it's almost alienating. It's like, no, I don't need you right now. I'm kind of busy just trying to find my way and get my links and do what I need to do. So I think there's a fine line between over communicating and annoying people, and under communicating and not actually giving them enough information to get going. So I think there's probably a lot of stuff that you can kind of look at online. HubSpot does a lot of content around what's a good outreach email, what isn't. But I think finding that balance is the kind of sweet spot, is understanding what do you automate and when do you actually get on a call, because you can over automate and actually alienate people and never build that relationship. And when do you stop the automation and start becoming human? That's my big thing.
Fine line to walk. Absolutely. Really tough. And it only comes with experience, I think.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna keep trying and pushing this needle as far as you can, and then one day you'll recognize what's not working for you in this kind of essence. So get out there and try it. Try your automations as much as you can, but really think about it, and even ask affiliates, like, what's your perspective on this? Is this too automated? Is this is this not enough of like real connection? And ask your best partners that how does this make you feel? That's the best truth teller.
You know what? I have to say that you hit the nail on the head there, because many affiliate managers don't ask their affiliates. They just assume. They assume that this is correct, or they assume that they're doing the right things. And actually, if you don't ask your customer what they need, they should be the center of your universe. And I think that kind of brings us on to another topic that you and I wanted to talk about, which was service.
Yes, absolutely.
So one thing that I think is lacking in this industry is good affiliate service. And I don't want to say customer service because that confuses you with your end user, the person that you're trying to attract. But
Mhm.
affiliates are your customer. They are not suppliers, and you treat your customer differently. And I like to use the analysis of like, when something goes wrong with your bank account,
Mhm.
you don't want to be talking to an automated email ticketing system. You want to be speaking to a
So
human.
annoying. Yeah.
Okay. And so, not answering your affiliates' emails for 3 days is not okay. They're running their businesses and they sending you traffic, and if something goes wrong, they need to know that somebody's going to be helping them. So I want affiliate managers that are tuning into this and, are going to watch the replays or whatever the case may be. But just for a moment, think about how are you serving your partners? How are you serving your affiliates? And put your service mindset in place and go, if I was my affiliate, would I be happy with the service that I receive? Would I be happy with the emails that I'm receiving? Do I feel valued as part of my program? And if you answer no to any of those questions, there's a little bit of work that you need to go and do.
For sure. Those treating your affiliate partners like their clients is such a good practice. I love the concept of 24 hours in a response for an email, for example. Like
Yeah.
I train everybody that comes through my course, like do not wait too many days. 24 hours is a maximum. And if you can't get them a real answer, give them a blocker answer. Say, hey, wasn't able to figure this out yet. Give me a little bit more time and I'll get back to you later this week.
100%.
Uh,
100%. Never not answer.
never
That's
not
our thing.
answer. So
And
it's
then,
so perfect. My buddy Nick Marquez, he was here a couple of weeks ago, and he works for U.S. News, and he mentioned like I answer emails that are reaching out to us because I know how hard it is as a sales rep or an affiliate manager that doesn't get answers. And I make sure to give them a polite yes, no, even if it isn't. And if you're an affiliate or you're an affiliate manager and your answer is no, tell them. Like let's be open, and that way nobody's wondering what's going on behind the scenes or like wasting any more energy. Just be polite and answer your emails appropriately.
just be human.
For
Like,
sure.
that's what we're in the business of, being human. We're building partnerships. And whether that's, business to business, business to consumer, whatever the case may be, it's about being polite and just being open and honest. No thanks, I don't need that right now, but if I ever do, I'll get back to you. And it's as simple as that. And I think affiliates would appreciate it a lot more, and I think that affiliate managers will probably lose less sleep trying to hound partners that clearly aren't interested in working with them. I spoke to um Authority Hacker a couple of weeks back
Okay.
on my podcast, and one of the things that they said is, they get thousands and thousands of emails, like,
Sure.
hundreds of people saying, promote my product, promote my product. How do you think they get to choose? Like, if they're getting 100 of these emails a day from multiple products and brands around the world, what makes them decide, yes, I'm going to work with this one? So
Mm-hmm.
when you're crafting your outreach communications to partners, you better be answering the question of why you, why me, why now? Because
Mm-hmm.
if you're not, like, why are you even sending that email? In my opinion, it's
I
just a
love
waste.
that. We need an acronym of some sort. Why me? Why
You
you? Why now? Okay.
Because that's
Love
all that
that.
they care about. But most affiliate managers are leading with, I can pay you this much money. Before I even look at the money, I want to look at your site. I want to know that you can convert. Then I'll
Yes.
talk about money. And I want to know that you're going to service me when my bank card breaks. Like, that's kind of the things that affiliates care about. It's as
So
simple
true.
as that. But really being service orientated, I think, we're very relationship led in this industry. We're
Mm-hmm.
very much about being personal, about, the hospitality and all the things that we have to do as part of our jobs. But I want affiliate managers to think more like service orientated people. Like, what am I, are my partners being served? Because the other difficult thing is that as your program scales, when you've got like, and this you only learn through experience, when you've got 5,000 partners in a program, it becomes nigh on impossible to be personal with every one of them. That's when you start looking at automation processes, and that's when you start looking at funnels where you bucket people into lists when they reach certain things, and you start reactivating them, looking at loyalty programs. And
Sure.
I guess you only get that experience when you start to run a really big program,
For
globally
sure.
around the world with multiple different languages. So
Yeah,
that's kind of where this comes from.
that brings up a great segment of getting fresh eyes on your program. Getting a program that is stale and it's been managed by the same team for
Yeah.
years at a time, it's going to get stagnant. It's great to hold those relationships that are existing and keep in connection with them, but every once in a while you're going to need some fresh eyes because somebody is doing something better than you with a competitor. You can almost guarantee it. And getting a new set of eyes on the program and new ideas into the program is essential, even if it's just a consultation for an hour. But maybe it's a 6-month engagement with an agency if it's an in-house managed program and you need help recruiting new blood into the program. Fresh eyes, right? Like
Hundred
gotta pay it.
and 110%. I mean, you know, agencies get a really bad rap, and I don't understand why. Because they work really, really hard,
Yeah.
and they have a breadth and depth of information that they gather through working in the industry on both sides. So they work with publishers, and they understand what publishers need, and they work with brands because they strategize what the brands need to do in order to grow. So using external consultants, agencies, OPMs, whatever it is that fits your budget and your boat, is sometimes a really good thing just for teams to do even once a year, where they get an outside consultant in to come in and actually make them look at their program in a different way. I did a session this morning with a client and did just that. So they brought their team in. They said, we've got these problems. And I walked them through a marketing strat plan. And I said, right, how, what is it that you actually want to be delivering? And when we looked at their homepage for their affiliate website, it did not match what they had just physically told me. And I said, now you want to go and get these partners doing these things, and when you look at your website, you're telling them the opposite of what it is that you're actually offering. So you get into a state, how they say you can't market yourself. You can never market yourself, even if you're an amazing marketer, because you just get sight blind because you're looking at your own product and your own stuff every single day. And
So true.
so having somebody come in that actually questions your logic, questions why you're doing it this way, it kind of puts you not on the spot, but it kind of makes you perceive your own brand through another person's eyes. Kind of like if you've got kids, like when you're old like me and you've got a young kid, then you're kind of living the world again through their eyes, and you see fresh new things again that you'd long forgotten. So I'm a big believer in getting outside consultants in to kind of rework stuff and look at stuff, and also question why are we doing things. It's good practice for any marketer to do that.
Good practice indeed. Great points. Let's pause for a second and talk about our sponsor for the day. They are not a paid sponsor. I am just an affiliate of theirs, and impact.com, one of my favorite networks, top rated as far as it goes in choices for networks. There's a lot of them out there. Impact has price range for everybody at this point, and with the new $30 a month solution that you can get the bare bones of affiliate tracking. Love this platform, all the bells and whistles, and they scale with you. Can't say enough good things, and I promote them heavily on dustinhouse.com and throughout my course on Performance Marketing Master. Go to dustinhouse.com/impact. You fan, Lee-Ann?
Yes, I am a fan of a lot of different tracking platforms. I think Impact has got some amazing tools that they've plugged in. My personal favorite is a tool called Media Rails. I just think it's the most amazing thing that a network has ever created. I know other networks have similar tools as well, but I think it's a really good tool.
Yeah, Max got acquired when Impact bought that tool and has continued to improve it. I think it's made great steps, but I think like Impact's general onboarding of affiliates and finding affiliates solution is top of the market there. I really like what they're doing there and everything with that company. Well, I really appreciate your time and everything we've talked about today. But this wouldn't be a podcast without talking about what you're doing and how you're servicing the community. And one of those big things you're doing is Affiverse. You want to tell me more about what you do there and how this thing gets started?
Yeah, so I don't really do much. Like my team is amazing and they kind of do everything. But we started Afterverse with the idea that we needed to pass on the knowledge because myself and Leanna, our agency director, she's got
Hmm.
18 years of experience. I've got more than 22. So, together we have the story and the history of affiliate marketing between us. And we just felt like we needed to give back and we wanted to create a business that helps other people to do it better too. So teaches, trains, or does it for them. So we kind of have a done with you where we train you. We've got a done for you where you actually come to our agency and we'll actually manage everything for you if you want to manage on a network or in-house or whatever the case may be. So everything from, tech suggestions to networks that would suit you best to strategies and everything else in between. And then we also run like educational events. So coming up, we were running our Elevate Summit in July. I know, Dustin, you've
Hmm.
been on our Amplify Summit, which was amazing. And really, that's just for us to give back to the wider affiliate community. So anybody that wants to learn about affiliate marketing wants to come and learn with people that really know their stuff, and can come and ask live questions. Elevate is the event for you. So you can attend it from your desk. It's a
Yes.
virtual event, live stream for 2 days. We have loads of fun. We answer lots of questions. And it's really a good way for you to come in and learn more about, what affiliate marketing is, how you can build your career in it, learn from industry experts who are doing it every single day. And I think that's the thing that's important to me is actually connecting the next generation of affiliate managers coming in to
Hmm.
people that have had a veteran history in the marketplace. And you don't generally walk up to people in person and do that stuff, but on a virtual event you'll be happy to pop something in a chat and ask a question. So we wanted
Sure.
to create that space and bring people together. And yeah, it's really exciting. And that's kind of what we do, is we just want to help people do affiliate marketing better, and that's our strap line. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's us,
Yeah,
and yeah.
I think conferences that you actually have to go to are fantastic for networking and
Absolutely.
mingling with people and seeing faces and making friends. But the virtual events is really where you dig in and learn about the new and latest tactics that are working for everybody out there. And it's always so impressive how many companies are willing to provide that information about what's working. And I love this affiliate community and what we do, and people like you that like to share this kind of information on best practices. So appreciate what you're doing there. Now, something I really don't understand is how you picked the name Affyverse. Like, tell me there's some kind of good story. I saw that name and I
Yeah.
double take on it, and I just want to know, like, you've got an explanation here, right?
You know what? It was so simple, but it made so much sense. Like, when
Okay.
you just have this. So we used to be called affiliate. We were formerly called Affiliate Insider, but we outgrew that name because
Okay.
insider means small and private and
I see.
boutique, and we're kind of not small anymore. So it kind of we just needed to get something that spoke to who we are as a business. And one day I was sitting at my desk and I said, I just want to be the chapter and verse of everything that's related to affiliate marketing. So we thought, well, affiliate and verse, like Afterverse.
Okay.
And then we thought universe. And then we thought metaverse. And we thought, yes, this is our name.
All
And
right.
so we rebranded earlier this year to Afterverse so that we can incorporate all the pillars of our business, which is the kind of agency, media, training, and events.
Yeah.
And so that's who we are now. Is we're a global organization with 4 pillars of things that we do that help people at different stages of their affiliate journey. And yeah, we're looking to grow more. So thanks for having me on this affiliate no doubt and letting me talk a little bit about my passion, because I know it's yours too.
Yeah, it sure is, and Affyverse is growing on me. I'll tell you that. Like,
Thanks.
metaverse didn't make sense the first time you said it. or like why they changed their name to Meta altogether, but it grows on you. It eventually goes, and it's doing that. And you guys are doing great work over there. I love everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
Um, and one last topic here: influencer marketing and doing
Mm,
hybrids. How does that mix into your? I know there's no segue here, but and we're
yeah.
running out of time quickly. But what do
No
you?
worries.
What's your thoughts?
I think influencer has a place in affiliate marketing. I think it
Okay.
really depends on the client. Like it depends on what is their objective. What's that strategy at the beginning of the day that they actually want to achieve, and does it fit? Like you do not have to be working with influencers
Mhm.
if you don't need to be working with influencers, and you should definitely be working with influencers if that is where your customers are. Like you really need to be thinking about where is my customer and how do I reach them. So there's been a lot of talk about influencers with activation, and some people use influencers for branding, some people use
Mhm.
influencers for actual activation sales, some people use them for sponsored promotions during seasonal events. It really depends on what is your strategy. I feel they should form part of the partnership economy. They shouldn't be managed
Great.
separately. It would be like, you've got your SEO over here, you've got your paid media over here, you've got your performance manager in here, which kind of encompasses everything anyway. It's the vehicle and the price point metric that makes it different. But a lot of influencers are starting to cotton on to the fact that it's great to work on revenue share. So, they understand the lifetime of a customer and the longevity of a customer with some of the brands that they work with, and performance is becoming the model of choice for them. So I think don't discount it, but also make sure that you're strategic about it.
So smart. And yes, I totally agree. It should be in the affiliate realm, maybe falling under somebody on that team, but
Mm,
that does the outreach. And because it's a different breed of person that you're outreaching to when you're doing the outreach to influencers, and the negotiations are often tough. But uh, later this week, I'm going to bringing on my buddy Brett Owen, CEO of Affluencer. Great influencer platform, and he's going to discuss much more detail about the influencer marketing and turning it into the affiliate realm as well. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you on Thursday. Lee-Ann, this has been an absolute honor. Thank you for joining me. If you'd like to join me on Affiliate Nerd Out, go to dustinhouse.com/nerd and fill out that form, and let's talk. Lee-Ann, thanks so much.
thanks,
Um,
Dustin.
Appreciate your time. For everybody else out there, keep on recruiting, and we'll see you out there. Take care.